Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another WIA Weekly Windup, where we meet you here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern to share a little bit about what we have going on within the Women in Analytics and Data Connect community. Um, I have just a couple of things to share with you today. We wrapped up finally our first round of judging for our DataViz competition for the conference this year. So I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to be able to see who our top 10 finalists were. And everyone globally has an opportunity to cast their vote as well for their favorites. So let me share my screen here. So if you head to dataconnectconf.com, dataconnectconf.com, this is our homepage here. Go down to Data Connect Conference, DataViz competition. Like I mentioned, our submissions are closed. We have finally officially announced our top 10 for this year as well. We will be posting those on socials soon too, but just to give you a little bit of insight into where you can find those right now, the Data Connect Conf site, DataViz competition, and then you can scroll down a little bit here. And then these are our top 10 finalists. So you can click through each one of these individually. This is just a cover image, so just to kind of give you an idea of what you're stepping into. You can click into view entry to actually navigate those data vises a little more. You can learn a little bit more about the author and like what their kind of purpose was by designing this, the medium that they chose. And then once you have had an opportunity to kind of go through each of these, which I highly recommend doing, there are some really cool, incredible options on here as well. You can go to cast your vote, and it will take you to this voting page here. You can select your favorite and then hit submit. And we will, at the end of this process, narrow it down to a top 5. So to give some additional insight, if this is your first time kind of tuning in for this opportunity, we host the data visualization competition every year at our Data Connect conference in Columbus, Ohio. This next one's coming up July 11th and 12th. We collect hundreds of applications every year. We get to sort through hundreds of like really, really cool projects that people have put together. We go through kind of a multi-stage judging process where we're looking at things like how easy is it to navigate? How easy is it to draw conclusions from? How creative is it? Is this something we've seen before? Is this kind of a new idea and concept? Among a few other things. We use this kind of judging system to break it down to our top 10, which is what you'll see here. And then next in the process, we're relying on you globally, audience, to navigate each one of these, decide on your favorite, and cast your vote. Your vote is incredibly important. As I mentioned, the top 5 will have an opportunity to join us here in Columbus for the event. They'll have an opportunity to showcase their visualization in our DataViz gallery. They will also have the opportunity to, we have everyone record a video kind of describing the viz. We play it at the end of day 1. We cut off voting, I believe around lunchtime on day 2. And then we will announce our top 3 winners. There are cash prizes at stake, trophies, all sorts of good stuff. So yeah, we finally narrowed it down to a top 10, and now we need your help narrowing it down to a top 5. So again, dataconnectconf.com. You go to the Data Connect tab up at the top here, little drop down, DataViz competition. Check all of these out. Like I mentioned, you can click into view entry. It'll take you actually to the link where the visualization is being hosted. You can navigate that and play with it. I recommend doing that to each one of these before you cast your vote, and then you can cast your vote here. In terms of time frame, voting is open until April 26th. So if you are in our top 10, please share to your friends, colleagues, followers on LinkedIn, folks on Twitter, wherever you need to share to gather those votes. Feel free to do so. We'll take the weekend to figure out who our top 5 are. We'll announce those top 5 folks on April 29th. And then, like I mentioned, those top 5 will have an opportunity to join us at the event on the 11th, And then we'll announce the top 3 on stage on the 12th at Data Connect. Yes, so please feel free to hop on there, check those out, cast your vote. Again, that voting is open until April 26th. Next, we have our Startup Showcase. Application is live. If you tuned in last year, we hosted our first Startup Showcase event last year. Really, this is just a cool opportunity to bring together early stage organizations to showcase their ideas, field questions from our VC panel, and just increase exposure around their organizations. Each startup, we're going to select just 3 to share their company on stage at the Data Connect conference in July. So if you are interested, please feel free to check this out. Also on the Data Connect Conf page in the drop-down Startup Showcase. And then you can learn a little bit more about what it looks like to pitch at the event, kind of our mission behind it. Really, the only rule that we have is that participating startups must have either a woman founder, a co-founder, or a C-suite level team member. We also ask that your presenter on stage identify as a woman, non-binary, or gender fluid individual as well. You'll have an opportunity to pitch a really quick pitch, and then we'll carve out some time throughout that to prompt questions from our VC panel. We have some really great folks participating in our VC situation this year. So still working to announce our last one, but we are hosting this with Women in Data. So Sadie St. Lawrence will be moderating the Startup Showcase itself. We'll have our VC panel on stage as well to kind of dive in and ask questions. And then you'll have an opportunity, of course, to attend the rest of the event and really network and showcase your organization with folks who are in attendance. So if this sounds interesting to you, you can go to this page. You can scroll down to the bottom, fill out the Startup Showcase application. The deadline to apply is April 1st, so we've got a little less than a month left before this closes. So if you are interested in applying, please feel free to do so. Quite a few questions on here, some of which are optional. So don't be scared of this application. Lastly, I guess not lastly, next, we have a Women in Analytics event coming up this week. We are hosting our 3rd webinar in our Navigating Modern Data Management series, sponsored by Shipyard. So let me swap over to that. Womeninanalytics.com. You can go to this events tab here. It'll take you to this page. You can either click on webinars, or it is just the first section here. Like I mentioned, our 3rd Navigating Modern Data Management series is this Wednesday, March 6th at noon Eastern. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about what will be presented, you can read this little blurb here. Once you click into register now, you can also see more specifically information about our presenter, and then you can sign up for the meeting here. So again, that is our 3rd and final event in our Navigating Modern Data Management series. So if you're interested in joining us for that, it is completely free, open to anyone to join. So feel free to do so. And then lastly, I will be presenting today let me find another tab here. So one of our community partners, Zettabytes Today, is hosting a virtual Lunch and Learn series today at noon. I will be live on that series talking a little bit about Women in Analytics, Data Connect Conference, the history of WIA, kind of the background behind our transition from the Women in Analytics Conference to the Data Connect Conference, or impact that we've had throughout hosting these events, and then also events like our webinars, podcasts, all of that good stuff. I'll be sharing some information on how you can get involved, both from the WIA community and the Data Connect perspective. And then also sharing how, if you're interested in being a part of our organization from a speaking standpoint, what that looks like, and more information around just benefits of speaking, all of that good stuff. So if you are interested, Zettabytes Today, you can find them on LinkedIn. You do need to register for the event to be able to receive the link. So you can click right into this page here. It'll take you to this registration page. Really, again, just highlighting kind of what I'm talking about here. You can check out my LinkedIn. You could become a Zeta Star, or you could register here, or you could do all three. So feel free. We would love to have you kind of tune in today and hear a little bit more about our organization, Data Connect Conference, and just some of the opportunities that are available. So thanks, Rainey and Zettabytes, for inviting me to be a part of this Lunch and Learn today. I'm excited to participate. And yeah, so that is all I have for you today. Just to recap, our DataViz competition top 10 voting is open. That is open through the end of April 26th. So if you are interested in participating and helping determine who the top 5 are that get to come to the event, dataconnectconf.com, use the drop-down tab to go to the DataViz competition. Again, we've announced the top 10. We will also be announcing them via socials. We just wanted to get them up on the website first so that folks could learn a little bit more, navigate those, cast their vote, all of that good stuff. We would love to have you participate, so please do that. We also have our startup showcase application open until April 1st. Again, if you are a startup organization and interested in the opportunity to actually pitch your organization or your ideas, etc., at Data Connect Conference, you can submit your application. We'll be narrowing that down to a top 3 after all the applications are received and closed on April 1st. You'll have an opportunity to get some feedback from VCs, interact with folks during the event. You'll have access to the rest of the event as well, which is great. And then we have our last data management webinar coming up on Wednesday. So if you're interested in that, womeninaanalytics.com/events. You can scroll down to webinars, learn a little bit more about what Kristen, our presenter, will be presenting on Wednesday. And you can register for free. Again, free, open to anyone. We would love to have you join us. And then lastly, today at noon Eastern, I will be on the Zettabytes Today virtual lunch and learn. So if you're interested in joining, you can find Zettabytes on LinkedIn. You can click on the registration link there, learn a little bit more about their organization, all the things that they have going on. You can become a Zeta Star and you can register for the event on that site as well. So thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate your time and enjoy your Tuesday.